I want to ask you something. When was the last time you did something for you without asking for permission first? Not out loud necessarily. I'm talking about the silent ask, the one we do in our chest before we do the thing. The little check in with the room. Is this allowed? Will somebody be upset? Am I going to have to explain this later? The rest you didn't take because you had to earn it. The boundary you didn't draw because you were afraid of who you'd be on the other side of it. The call you didn't make because it wasn't your turn to need somebody. The plate you put down because picking it up was the whole reason you got invited to the table. You see, a lot of us are walking around with a permission slip in our pocket that we keep meaning to fill out, waiting for the right person to sign it. The boss, the parent, the partner, the version of us that finally earned the right to be tired. And the slip is blank, family. It's been blank the whole time. That's what I want to sit with today. Who do you think is supposed to sign that thing? And what made you believe you couldn't sign it yourself? You see, because back somewhere, somebody handed a kid a job, not a chore, a job, a job. Hold the family together. Don't be the one who needs anything. Read the room before you walk into it. Be the easy one. Be the good one. Be the one who doesn't ask. Maybe it was loud. A parent who said it out loud. We don't have time for that right now. Maybe it was quiet. A house where one person already's taken up all the room. And so you learned how to fold yourself smaller. Maybe it was the culture. Family first. Don't air it out. Don't bring shame to the name. Wherever you got it, you got it. And that kid did what kids do. They took the job. They were good at it. They got praised for being good at it. Auntie said, thank God for this child. Oh, your teacher said, such a mature young man or woman. And mom said, I don't know what I'd do without you. Listen. The praise was real. The love was real. The need was real. But the deal underneath it, that wasn't love. That was labor. And nobody told the kid that the labor was supposed to end. So the kid kept the job, promoted themselves, got a corner office in your chest where they make all the decisions about what you are allowed to want. And every time, as a grown person, you reach for something that's just for you, that kid clocks in, checks the schedule, asks who approves it. The ego, the inner child. Did somebody sign off on this rest? Is this a nap on the calendar? Did you ask the room before you said no to it? I want to name what we're really talking about because the wellness internet wants us to call this boundaries and move on. This is bigger than boundaries. This is obligation culture, and it's everywhere. It's the family you can't say no to because saying no is what bad children do. It's the job that calls it team player when it means we own your weekends. It's the friendship where you're the one who initiates, plans, remembers, and shows up. And the day you stop, the friendship stops. It's the relationship where being a good partner means you don't get to have a hard week. It's the culture, whatever culture raised you, that taught you that the people who need permission to rest are the people who actually rest. And the people who don't are the ones who keep getting drafted. And here's the thing about obligation that nobody says out loud. Obligation, which feels like love. It gets a lot of the same praise, but it's not the same thing. Love says be here because you want to be. Obligation says be here because I won't survive if you're not. One frees you. The other one signs you up for that shift you didn't apply for. And most of us got handed a shift we didn't apply for real young before we could read the schedule. So here's what I came to say. The permission slip you've been waiting on, nobody is coming to sign it. Not because they don't love you. A lot of them do. But because the people who could have signed it, the parent, the boss, the partner, the culture, they don't have the pen. They never did. You have the pen. You had the pen the whole time. You just thought somebody else was holding it because that's how you were raised to think about your own life. So today, I want you to do something simple. I want you to pull out the slip out your pocket, the one you've been carrying around since you were 8 years old, the one where the line under parent or guardian signature has been blank your whole adult life, and sign it yourself. Give yourself permission to rest without earning it, permission to leave the room without explaining, permission to want something just because you want it, not because it's useful, not because it'll make you money, not because somebody asked, permission to disappoint somebody who needs you to be small, permission to be tired in public, permission to not be the strong one this week, permission to say, I don't know, permission to say no without writing a 5-paragraph text message about why, permission to need somebody, permission to be needed by nobody for a whole afternoon, permission to take the long walk home. All of it yours, already signed. The ink was always yours. Now I'm going to be honest with you about something. When you start signing your own slips, some people in your life are going to get real quiet. Some are going to get loud. Some are going to leave. I got down to 3 friends because the version of you that needed permission, that version was running an economy. People had a stake in it. Your unpaid labor was somebody's load-bearing wall. When you stop, the building shakes. That's not your fault. That's the building. And listen, the people who actually love you, they'll wobble for a minute, and then they'll find their footing. They'll meet the new you. Sometimes it takes them a season. Sometimes it takes them a year. Sometimes they don't make it, but they come. The ones who can't meet you on the other side of the slip, that's just information. It's a data point, not a verdict on you. It's just information, hard information, real information. I know that one too well, family. So how does this look on a Wednesday? It's small. It's the text you don't answer right away because you actually need a minute. It's the meeting you decline because you already know what it's about and you've already given enough to it. It's the family thing you go to for an hour instead of 4. It's the no that doesn't come with a paragraph attached to it. It's the rest you take on Saturday morning without setting an alarm to make sure it's a productive rest. It's the long walk where you don't track the steps. It's the song you play 4 times in a row because it met you somewhere nothing else did. It's the calling, the friend who actually fills you up, not the one who just keeps you on schedule. None of this is selfish. I know they told you it was. I know the room you grew up in had a different word for it. But selfish is taking from people who can't afford it. What you're doing is giving back to the person who's been carrying people who couldn't afford it, who could afford it just fine. That's not selfish. That's a correction. So today isn't about a permission slip. Today is about realizing that the slip was already signed by the only person whose signature ever mattered on it. When the room gets quiet later, go find the kid, the one with the job they were too young to be holding. Sit with the child for a minute and tell the child the truth. Your shift is over. You've been off the clock for a while now. I didn't know how to tell you, and now I'm telling you now. Then let yourself want what you want. Take the rest. Decline the thing. Take the long way home. Because the version of you that's been waiting on permission, that's the version that came here to do the real work. And the real work doesn't require a signature. It requires a seat. Take the seat. Take it at a vintage pace. One day at a time. Until next time, I'm Wes Harris. Peace and love.